Good morning, everyone. My name is Sophia Louie. I am the Electronic Resources Librarian at the California State Library. Um, Today, we are doing Ebook Central demo with Amanda Riccio from ProQuest. So to access Ebook Central, you will need a California State Library card. So you can either type in the URL into your browser or click the link in the chat that I'm going to post and apply for a library card. It's really quick, easy. You'll get a virtual library card almost instantly. And to access Ebook Central, you will go to the online resources page on the California State Library website. So I'll demonstrate that real quick. So you'll go to the library.ca.gov, and on the homepage, you will click on online resources. That will take you to our online resources page, and all our resources can be found here. They're organized alphabetically. So if you have a resource you're looking for, you can click on the letter or use the filter on the left. Once you find the resource that you want and click on that link, you'll be taken to the authentication page. So here you'll log in with your California State Library card barcode or email address, and then you'll be taken to that resource. So now I'll be passing it over to Amanda, and she will do a presentation about Ebook Central and the demo.
All right. So again, thank you for joining me to talk about ProQuest Ebook Central. Just to quickly introduce myself, my name is Amanda. I am one of the customer success and training managers here at ProQuest, now part of Clarivate. I do work with everyone throughout the entire state of California. If you need to reach me after today's session for questions about Ebook Central or for any of your other ProQuest products, please always feel free to reach out. The best way to reach me is the email that you see on the screen, which is training@proquest.com. And I will be happy to help however I can. And I do have a few session objectives for us today. By the end of our session, you will be able to discover relevant titles, utilize the online reader and bookshelf functionalities, and also perform downloads. So just to start out, this is the first item that you will see every time you open up Ebook Central. This will be your homepage. Most people will access ebooks via their institution's library catalog or discovery layer. However, as we just saw, you are able to search Ebook Central directly, and that's what we'll be focusing on today. A basic search can be conducted on the main homepage of Ebook Central, either before or after logging in. And you can enter whichever keyword, ISBN, author, etc. that you'd like, and then go ahead and click search. We'll see during the live demo, there are a lot of different ways that you can refine your search. A few examples are book status, year published, subject, language, author, or any combination of these. And depending on the way your library makes content available, you will see titles marked as available or also available upon request. You also have the option to conduct an advanced search throughout Ebook Central. And to do this, all you have to do is click on the advanced search button and then enter your search terms. You've got multiple fields available to choose from underneath the expansion menu. You can also continue to add more rows to combine more fields until you have reached your ideal search. Other options include specifying date ranges and choosing the language of the content. The download format includes the most common download type, which is PDF. However, the EPUB download type may also be available, and you can limit to it if you prefer. You may look at only the content owned or subscribed to by your library. Sometimes there are titles that are available only as a single copy, which may be in use. And in those cases, you may opt to limit to items where you have more than one copy, or there are unlimited copies that are available for you. If your institution subscribes to multiple collections, you can also choose to limit your search to just one or more of those collections. And once you've conducted your search and clicked on a book title, this will take you to the book details page. And this page presents you with a range of options. So you can read online, which, you can browse through the pages of the book directly online, or you can also download the book, and you can download it for a specified loan period, which will be accessible offline. You can save the link to the book. So if you'd like to send the link for this book or add to a reading list, that option is here for you. You can download PDF chapters, and chapters are presented in page allocations to download or print, as well as keep. You'll see the pages remaining for the copy, which identifies the amount of pages available to copy, and those are available each for 24 hours. Pages remaining for PDF print chapter download, which identifies the amount of pages available to PDF or print, each for 24 hours. And then you'll also see the availability, which will identify the access to the book. So if you have unlimited access, if there are multiple copies, only one copy, etc. And recent developments have included expanded chapter sections that meet the PDF print chapter download allocation. And on the book details page, you will see the availability of the title. If your institution has enabled the waitlist feature, so your ability to place holds, you will see the option to place a hold if a title is in use. And if that's the case, you will see that blue button and then click on place hold. And if you are not already currently logged in, once you click that place hold button, you will be prompted to do so. If you choose to read online, once you click that option from the book details page, you will be taken to the online reader. The default view includes an expandable table of contents, a search within feature, relevancy ranked search terms by chapter, and a navigation toolbar in the content panel. And using the toolbar at the top of the reader, you have options such as highlighting, copying, and annotation. You can download or print PDF. You can copy a permalink, which is page specific. You can cite or export a citation, and also zoom in and out. You can collapse or expand the book details section to minimize that window as well. We also have the online reader EPUB format available here as well. So you can see it looks fairly similar to the view that we just recently looked at. The biggest difference here is the controls are in a little bit of different positions within the page. So from those top three buttons at the top of the screen, you can see items such as searching, add to a bookshelf, the language, and view book details. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see your cite, print, and download options, as well as navigating through the pages. And then at the very top, you'll see options for searching for within, as well as expanding out the table of contents. So I briefly mentioned that you are able to save any of the books that you find within Ebook Central to a bookshelf. And on the bookshelf view, you will find your downloads and loans, up to 10 most recently viewed titles, any books that you have annotated, and the ability to create and organize your saved items to folders. And with any of the items saved in your bookshelf, you can read them online, view the chapters or table of contents, cite the book and export any notes. You can also share the link to the book and copy the book to a folder, and any one of these books can be copied to multiple folders. And then at the folder level, you can email, export, and cite your folders. And if you have enabled that waitlist feature, you will see the holds folder in your bookshelf. And from the holds folder, you can see what you currently have on hold and which holds are available. And if a hold is available, From here, you can click on the title to go to the book details page. And if you'd like to download a chapter from Read Online, you can click on the PDF icon and choose the preferred citation style. After that, you can click on Continue, and then you'll see a new window pop up that says Open PDF. And once you click on that, chapter downloads do not expire, and the page allocation refreshes every 24 hours. And I do like to talk a little bit about full download as well. Full download is available on the book's details page and also on Read Online, but software is required prior to utilizing the full download. So for PCs, laptops, and mobile devices, you will need to download Adobe Digital Editions, which is a free software. And prompts are available during the full download process, so it will walk you through everything that you'll need to know for this. Full download is recommended if you need to access the book offline. So when using a PC, you will be asked if you are using a public computer or your own computer. And this allows Ebook Central to remind you that if you download to a public computer, that is where your download will reside. Your downloaded content will be accessible through that free Adobe Digital Editions reading software, and you will be prompted to download the software in the next step. If you think you will be needing to transfer your downloaded books to a different computer from the one that you are downloading to, you will also need to have a free Adobe account login. This is completely optional, and it's only needed if you are moving the downloaded books between computers. So the next screen that you'll see will prompt you to download the Adobe Digital Editions if you don't have it already. This can be skipped if you already have downloaded the software. After that, you can select your desired loan length, which is set up by your library. If your book is available in either PDF or EPUB versions, you may also choose which type of file that you'd like to download. And then after that, your downloaded file will then need to be opened in Adobe Digital Editions. So this is something that is brand new. We were just recently notified that we're allowed to talk about it, and I'm very excited that we are going to be getting it later in 2024, which is the new Ebook Central Reader app. This will offer improved accessibility against the current Adobe Digital Editions reader experience. The new mobile app will provide library users with a really easy way to download and read ebooks from the library. It's being built in-house, so our team has full control on features and functionality, and we won't have to rely on third parties like Adobe to do any of the development work or the accessibility enhancements. And there also won't be the need for separate IDs between the desktop reader and the mobile one. Our UX team is putting more focus on usability and accessibility within the app. And our initial release will provide a full reader and bookshelf experience for titles from Ebook Central, and it will have multiple user interface languages supported. We are planning additional features for follow-up releases, and I do have that email listed on this slide if you are interested in providing feedback. So if you have an idea of what you'd like to see, or if you just want to let them know people might have been asking you for this. If you think this would be really beneficial for your library, they would like to hear all of that feedback. And again, this is kind of a preview. This is what our views currently look like. So if you're looking at your personal bookshelf on your personal devices, this is what you'll see. So hopefully this will be a little bit easier to scroll through as people are looking at this on their phones. I know it is not ideal the way that it looks now. So hopefully this new app that's coming out will address a lot of the issues that people have experienced in the past. And we're all very excited about it. I don't have a release date quite yet, unfortunately, but I'm hoping if we get enough feedback saying, yes, please get this in sooner rather than later, it will be coming out before the very end of 2024. Okay, so that is the end of my slide deck. So from here, I'm going to go right into Ebook Central itself and take a look around. All right, so someone has asked, is this accessible for the visually impaired? We do have an entire statement defining all of the accessibility features that are in Ebook Central. So if you'd like further information about that, this is a great place to start. There's also a separate support article that goes through all of the accessibility features as well, and I can send that in my follow-up after the session. We are on the home page. So again, you always have that basic search bar up here at the top. So if someone is looking for a specific title or a specific author, they're welcome to just search directly from here and start their search that way. We also have that advanced search option from here as well. And then we have the option to browse subjects. I am personally a big fan of browsing by subject, especially if someone is maybe doing a specific project and they're not really sure where to start and they don't have, a specific title or an author in mind quite yet. Browsing by subject is a really great way to start off that search. Just to quickly show you the advanced search options. Again, if somebody, has something in mind, this is a nice option for them. So it's going to default to keyword and full text. Of course, you can, search however you'd like. So if someone does have, a series title that they're looking for, a specific ISBN number, we also have items like the LC subject headings. We have the option to search by Dewey Decimal number, or you can also search by subject here as well. So you can put as many of these in as you'd like. You can add as many search terms as you'd like. If you put in one too many, you can always just delete them by clicking over here. And then on the right side of the page, you will see all of your different filtering options. So if you're looking for a specific date range, maybe someone is doing a research project and they're only interested in, the past 5 years or so, they can specify that here. If you're looking for items in multiple languages, you do have those options. You can select the first one. So maybe I want my first to be in Italian, and then I can add a second language after that and keep going until I have as many as I'd like. If you are only looking for a specific download format, such as PDF, I can specify that here. Book status is another popular filter. So again, if I am only looking for items that have unlimited print copy and download options, I know that right away. I just want to be able to download everything that I possibly can. It's nice to just check that right off the bat and then not have to worry about it as I go through my searching. And then we also have number of copies available here as well. So again, if I know for sure that I want that unlimited number of copies, so I don't have to worry whether or not something is available because I just want something right now, I can click that and just search right off the bat for those. I do like to talk about the browse subjects here as well, especially for ebooks. I find this a little bit more intuitive than kind of doing a basic or advanced search, especially again, if someone knows that maybe they're doing a project on agriculture or something for a specific journalism class. Or, if I am looking for library science materials for myself, instead of trying to figure out the exact filter or the exact search term that has already, been indexed in Ebook Central, I can just come here and know that, this is what it's called right off the bat. I was someone in a public library, and we are talking about the cookbooks that are available in Ebook Central and how that's not really listed anywhere, and you wouldn't, have it anywhere in the like the catalog or the advanced search. But for example, if I click on home economics under general, and if I'm looking for general cookbooks, now that I am scrolling down the page, I can see kind of the opposite of the advanced search page. Now all of my filtering options are going to be on the left side of my results page. So I can refine my search up here. The default sort by is going to be relevance. I can change that if I'd like publication date, maybe titles or publishers here as well. I have it selected to be 10 results per page. Again, this can be changed to a higher number if you'd like. Those same book status options can be found here as well. So if I'm only interested in that unlimited download or copy options, I'll see those here. Year published, all of the different subjects that are under this particular category, which I will click on in a moment. And then directly underneath that are all of the languages and the authors in this category as well. So if I'm just looking for general cooking books, I'm going to select that here. I don't have to click anything after that. The results will automatically redefine themselves. So now if I scroll to the top of the page, I can see that I have 41 book results, and my applied filters will always be listed up here at the top as well. So I'm still looking under the subject of home economics, but now I'm just looking at cooking in general. And it's still sorted by relevance. So I can scroll through and see all of my book results. I can also see the individual chapter results that have come up for me as well. I'm going to keep it on book results for now, and then I can kind of scroll through and see all of my different options. So if I scroll through and I see that this book is currently available, I have a couple different choices that I can do from here. If I click directly on the title, I'll be taken to that book details page. I also have my 3 options over here on the side as well. So if I know that I want to read this book, I don't need to look at any more of the details. I can click directly on this icon and just click read online, and that will automatically open up the book for me to begin reading. I can also click here to view the table of contents. So if I maybe want to scroll through and see each chapter, make sure that this is exactly what I'm looking for, or maybe I'm pretty sure this is the book that I want, but I just want to, a specific section of it, I can kind of scroll through here and see all of those options. And I can also add this to my bookshelf if I know this is a book that I will want to go back to eventually. But for now, I'm going to click directly on our title here. So similar to what was on my screenshot for the book details page slide, we see the title and the author up here at the top. Underneath my availability, I can see that my institution has unlimited access to this book. I'm just in my regular ProQuest internal account, so most of these are unlimited access that we'll see as I go through this demo. And then right underneath that, I see all of my options for this book. So again, I can click directly on read online. It's here and it's also here. Either place will take you to the same page. My option to download the book is here as well. And now I can see as I'm looking at this particular one, it tells me again, this requires that free third-party software. And then the checkout for this book is 14 days. So depending on how your hold settings have been set up, sometimes it'll say 7, sometimes it'll say 14, sometimes it'll be 30 days. It just all depends on the individual institution and also the individual books as well. And now I can see if I'd like to download a PDF chapter, I can get up to 96 pages using any PDF software, and these do not, so I have 48 pages remaining for copy, and then 96 pages remaining for that PDF print or chapter download. So this is kind of what I was mentioning before when I said that it reset within 24 hours. So if I wanted to download every single one of these pages, so this one looks like it has 239 total pages, but I can only do, 48 pages for copy or 96 pages remaining. I could download my 96 one day, wait for the 24-hour period, and then come back and download the next 96 the next day. I can also see here, I can add this book to my bookshelf from this page as well. If I'd like to share the link to the entire book with someone else, I can do so here. And then I can cite the book from here as well. Below, we'll have a quick description of each book, as well as the table of contents will be listed out on the book details page as well. So again, if I know that I am looking for a particular chapter of the book and that's all I'm interested in, I don't need to read the entire thing. I can always just download that PDF directly from here, or I can choose to read online as well. So just to quickly go through reading online so I can kind of go to that online reader. I also have multiple options to search through the book on all of these pages as well. So right now I'm just kind of looking at it from the very beginning. If I'd like to search within the book, so if I'm looking for specific key phrases, I can do so by typing in whatever I'd like here. So if I just, type in the word cooking, it will probably show me a ton of results that come through and I can hop through the entire book. I can always jump through a chapter here as well. Or if I'm interested in the works cited, so maybe I'm looking at a book for a project that I'm doing and I don't want to use maybe this specific book, maybe it's not exactly what I'm looking for, but I'm interested in looking at the works cited page to get ideas of the other works that this particular book has cited. That's a really nice way to find related resources for each book. And then all of your editing options will be up here at the top. So again, the full download can be found here. The chapter download is up here as well. Your copy, print, again, lots of options to add this to a bookshelf if you'd like. That permalink can be found up here at the top, and a citation for the entire book can be found here as well. Um, your highlight, notes, and bookmark options are here as well. And anytime I use one of these in a book that I'm looking at, it will automatically be saved to my bookshelf under a specific shelf that says annotated books, which we'll be looking at in just a moment. So let's say, for example, that I want to save this to my bookshelf. I'm going to add it to my default folder that I had set up before we started here today. And then let's say I kind of scroll through. I'll just pick a page here and then I will bookmark this particular page. Or I can highlight it as well. So I'll just highlight some text. So now that I've done that, I should see that on my annotated shelf when we'll go to the bookshelf over here. And then the last options you have are the zoom in and out, just the regular zoom, and then multiple ways to search through the pages. So I can scroll up and down, I can go back and forth, or I can type in a specific page up here as well. So a lot of different ways to interact with the book as you're reading online, or if you'd like to make notes and then download it and save it to your personal device, you can easily do that from this view as well. So now I'm going to quickly hop over to my bookshelf. So I mentioned before that this was my default folder, just kind of named it something general. So now I can see that we have this particular book. I can also see that I made a single annotation in this particular book. And if I click on this, I will be taken again directly to that page where I have it bookmarked. And then I'll be able to see the edits that I made here as well. I can also see that I have that separate shelf that was created by default every single time that I made an annotation in any of these books that I've used for any one of these demos. So now if I click on here, I can be able to see this was the one that I most recently clicked on. So I have that note, and then I have multiple annotations here as well. If I had anything currently downloaded or on loan, that would be showing here as well. I also have my recently viewed books. Again, you'll see the most recent 10 that you have searched for. So we'll see that here. And then all of the folders that I've created, and I can create a new folder at any time by just clicking on this, naming it whatever I wanted. And then all you do is create folder, and then it will be saved there permanently until you decide that you don't want it anymore. And then you are able to edit these as you go. You can also see that if you are someone who has a ton of folders or saved books on your bookshelf, there are different ways to sort these. So because I'm in my annotated books, my current sort is last annotated, and that's all I can do on this bookshelf because again, it was kind of just created by default for me. But if I went to one of my linguistics categories here, I am currently sorted by title, but I could also do contributors, year published, or individual publishers as well. Again, for all of these books, you will always see the same options. So read online, table of contents, citing the book. If I, am done with this book, I can always remove it from my shelf. If I only want the notes from it, I can export those from here, or I can share and copy from this view as well. And then you will also find these options for each individual folder as well. So if you want to share the link with someone else, you can do so. You can also email the folder as well as export it. If you want to cite it for anything, you have that option. Or if I decided that I want to rename it, or if I, have finished with my linguistics class and I don't need any of these items anymore, I can delete it from here as well. So that's everything that you'll see in both the online reader and on your bookshelf. You can change the settings if you're logged into your account. You can have different items for your profile and languages. Again, if you'd like access to your bookshelf and the ability to, save items and create folders, share them with other people, you will have to be logged into your account. And if you do try to save something without being logged in first, it will prompt you to create that account before you do so. And again, that the search button at the top is the only one that we haven't clicked on so far. But if you do so, you will see, that same basic search bar that we saw on the home page. You'll also see recently viewed items on here as well. If you have someone who is brand new to searching through Ebook Central, there are a few tips here. Items that Ebook Central recognizes in their searching. So items like using quotations to search for an exact phrase, any Boolean searches. So this platform does recognize and or not. And then it also mentions the searching filters that can be found here as well. Again, if you're logged in, you can also view any saved searches that you have. So again, maybe if you have someone working on a specific project and they know that they'll have to do a search more than once, they're able to save their searches so they don't have to keep running it over and over, especially if they're doing an advanced search where they're, kind of adding multiple filters and specific details in. This is a nice way to save a little time in regards to those. And then again, you can always browse by subjects here as well. So I think I've gone over everything within Ebook Central. I am going to check into the chat real quick to make sure I haven't missed any questions. So if there's anything that you'd like me to show you within the database, if there are any specific searches that you'd like me to run, any features that you'd like me to go over a little bit more, please let me know. Otherwise, I will wait a minute or two and then share some additional resources with you. All right, so I'll keep this up for a moment if you'd like to scan either one of these codes. So we do have a live training page. We do regularly run public webinars about Ebook Central, as well as the specific collections that you can find in it, as well as Lib Central, if anyone here is working on the back end of Ebook Central and would like more information about those. We also have a ProQuest LibGuide for Ebook Central as well. So this is the link for the general page, but you'll see Ebook Central directly on the home page there as well. And there's a lot of great additional information about searching and features. Again, they kind of narrow down into more specific collections. So if you'd like any additional information about Ebook Central, that's a great place to find it. Okay, so hopefully that wasn't too much information about Ebook Central all at once. But again, if you have any questions for me after the session about Ebook Central or any of your other ProQuest products, please always feel free to reach out. I am happy to help. The best way, again, to reach me is training@proquest.com.
So thank you again for attending the Ebook Central demo. We do have another ProQuest demo coming up next month for SciTech Premium Collection on May 22nd, same time, 10:30 to 11:30. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at the Information Services section. That's a section I work in. The email's on the screen, clslinfo@library.ca.gov, or you can call the reference line and talk to a live person from 9:30 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. So thank you again. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day.